This is a picture of the stage design that we did at the first TEDx Edmonton a couple of years ago, and we've been really lucky to be able to work with a student design association back home, because really we treat essentially stage design like you would in theater. Your stage is working to you to basically help tell a story and really set the tone for as soon as your audience kind of walks into your TEDx event. So today I've actually kind of pulled together 5 tips in terms of as we put together our different stages, and have some examples from other people as well. So the first is that your stage can tell a story too. So this is a picture from the Concordia University event in Portland, and when you look at sort of all that wood back there, the organizers had walked by this housing neighborhood that was about to be demolished. What they wanted to do is actually salvage some of that wood and actually use it as part of this installation that they did on the stage. So now instead of just getting other wood and just building something brand new, there's actually sort of a rich story there kind of behind what was there on stage. This is the stage design that we did for last year's TEDx Edmonton event, and so it's just kind of like random cellular sort of design, but actually there was some purpose to it. Up in the left top corner there, what we did is we plotted sort of all of the art galleries, cultural institutions, engineering firms, basically everything that had to do with creative industries on a map of Edmonton. These are computer-generated images based on those kind of plot points. So when you look at all of these different designs, essentially this is sort of the visuals that would be really unique to Edmonton, and there's always kind of a story that's kind of part of that. The second point is around letting your stage evolve, and think of it from like your audience's perspective. They're really staring at that stage basically all day long, and what you want to do is provide them with some variety. Yes, there's different speakers that are going to be coming throughout the day, but what you want to do is kind of use things like movement, color, and different things to be able to kind of like change and evolve that stage throughout the day. So for example, at TEDx Bloomington, they had these sort of triangle shape things, and they changed colors kind of like throughout the day. It was actually relatively inexpensive. I think they were like bamboo sticks and saran wrap. But they looked awesome, and then they basically had LED lights kind of in between them. And then this is another one from TEDx Toronto, which had projections. The third point is around thinking proportion, unity, and balance. So again, making sure that all of the elements basically on your stage have some sort of relation to each other, and understand sort of the size and scale of your event. So if you have a small venue, you don't have a lot of stuff that's there. You don't want to necessarily kind of clutter up the stage. But also, when you do have a lot of things on the stage, it's good to kind of have some order to them as well. Again, you don't want it to distract from sort of who the key person is, which is your speaker. And again, if you have something giant on stage, we've seen giant TEDx letters and things, so you also always want to be in proportion with each other. This point is basically what's on screen totally counts. Instead of just kind of like a PowerPoint slide display, use it as sort of part of the experience and kind of what's happening there on stage. And the last piece here is to plan it before you build it. You need to be able to kind of like map out what's going to happen, where your cameras are going to be, where people are going to be walking through, because these are all the things that you don't want to be doing the day of setup, but this allows you to really figure all those things out. So, thank you very much.